All right, we back in the Alchemist Lab once again. Feels good to be back doing this. Nah, like I said before, my other one, man, I've been working on a lot of different things, lectures, music, a lot of different interactive things we've been doing over here, man. Just been creative, but it feels good to be back on, teaching you guys this and showing you guys this. Because the last few weeks rather, I've been, meditating on something, and y'all need me, man. Y'all really do need me. I'm not trying to be, like this famous person in this, you know what I'm saying? Or anything like that. Like, when it comes to just like getting views and stuff like that, and making just slop stuff. When it comes to content creation, I actually make content. I don't just do slop stuff, because I've said this before. I could be doing what everybody else is doing and making so much money, but where would that get me? See what I'm saying? That wouldn't get me really nowhere when it comes to spirituality. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I over the years, I was able to set myself apart, you know what I mean? And actually do these things the right way and teach the proper way. But yeah. Let's see. So we're on the Hebrew letter, Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Daleth. So right now we're on Daleth. And Daleth is a hieroglyph of a door. So if you go to my website right here, just as on these Hebrew letters, I do small write-ups, so you can go and check them out if you want. It's on the free section of my website. If you do subscribe to my website, you'll get many other different things, sound healing music. Also, you get to help me work on my game that I'm working on. That's a new thing that I got coming up. You get to help me just like with quests, dialogue, stuff like that. Not nothing like real too major. But yeah, I've been outside of I've been having fun just talking to you guys and like during live streams and stuff, because some of you guys still do be on my live streams ever since my other channel got taken down. But yeah, man, this is the Hebrew language of creation. Hebrew letter Daleth, doorway to the womb of creation, the Empress card. So the Empress card is this. So, matter of fact, this is the edited version let's go to the full website real quick so I can show you guys. So you just go here, language of creation, Akkad. Well, that's the Akkad, but you can go down, you'll see the High Priestess card here, Daleth. That's the Gimel, excuse me. But we're on Daleth. But that's the last video we did, on the Gimel, Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Daleth. So we're on the fourth letter. So the fourth letter is the Daleth, or the D, and the phonetics is the D, the letter D. So Hebrew language of creation, Hebrew letter Daleth, doorway to the womb of creation, Empress card. So you can read along with me if you want to. If you go on my website, like I said, I encourage you to read this. And also, if you see sometimes I still go back and write some things, and I do other videos on them, and I'll come back and I'll probably come back like in another week or so or in a couple of days and do another video on the Daleth, and I'll just probably add something to it. So if you see it change, or you see like some things I've left over or left out, or typos, that's what that is, because I had some people to ask me about that. Do I add or some things to it? Yeah, I do. Sometimes I do add some things to these things. But yeah, so let's get right straight into it. So the Daleth is the word for door, gate, and indicates resistance and the state of selflessness and humility needed to pass through it. It indicates how to pass through the gates to know one's own mastery of being and return to the power of the Aleph, the one, the source of all creation and beings. The Daleth is in the shape of a bent over man, signifying the humility and receptiveness It represents the self-nullification or nullification of the ego necessary to realize one's inherent connection to the Creator. Also, it is the structure, form, and diligence required to receive. So when it comes to the Daleth, it's doorway, like I said before, you know, and like I said, we're gonna talk about it some more. It's the doorway to, you know what, we're gonna get into that. Daleth is also, let's continue to read. Daleth is also the poor man who receives from the benevolence of the Creator, represented by Gimel. It is but that's the last letter we did, you know, Gimel, and we talked some things. We talked about the Daleth in there when I talked about the Da'ath, you know what I'm saying, the Da'ath. You can go back to that video if you want to check it out. I literally just uploaded that video tonight. So I'm going to upload this one right afterwards. It is the realization that as humans, we having nothing of our own, but are entirely dependent on the Creator, and that every breath and movement is given to us from Him. Daleth is the door to Da'ath, the unknown. On the hero's journey, the only hero's journey, I got a period right there, so excuse me. Like I said, sometimes I come back and I type some things in and I forget to edit it later. But the only way, like sticky keys or whatever, the only way we can experience the divine is through walking through the gates of the Daleth with selflessness, with selflessness, is his selfness, and humility. The Empress card. So once again, the Hebrew letters are represented also with they have a tarot card representation. So this is what the tarot cards really are for. And if you're into tarot cards and tarot readings, I highly suggest you get off of it now, because really they're not teaching you anything. They're not showing you anything. It's basically a grift. It's a scam. They're not really getting any readings from anything. They're not getting anything from God, you know. Yeah, but this is really what this is for. It's a visual depiction of the hero's journey, mainly within the major arcana cards. The minor arcana cards is something like, how do I put it? Like your side quests. And then the major arcana cards, like your main quests. You see what I'm saying? That the hero's journey goes on. You see, you know, just to give you an example, the Empress card is, you know, let's say on a hero's journey, he meets the Queen, he meets the Empress, you see what I'm saying? Or he meets the lover. Well, that's the lover's card, but it can be the same thing, the Empress, the lover, or whatever. But, you know, in this instance, we're talking about, you know, this right here. So we're going to get into it more deeper in the book I got. But the Empress, she, you know, she meets the hero on his journey, you know, and vice versa. And then he might meet, you know, let's say the Ace of Cups. You see what I'm saying? Or that has to do with something with the Ace of Cups, or the Empress sends him on a mission or side quests dealing with the Ace of Cups. You see what I'm saying? This, you know, I hope you guys get that analogy. But that's what the tarot cards is really for. They're not really for readings. They're not for readings at all. We'll get into that another thing, probably a whole another video when I really get into it. But the Empress card is the divine feminine. She sits on a throne by a river in nature. This symbolizes Mother Earth, and a connection to nature. She has a crown on her head with 12 stars, which symbolizes the zodiac and the 12 cranial nerves in the brain. The symbol of Venus sits on her right hand side, which represents the feminine aspects of the universe. The Empress card also represents the right side of the brain, which controls the imaginative sides of the mind. She also represents the subconscious mind, which is impregnated by the conscious mind. So that's pretty much it on that. You know, now we're going to get a little bit deeper into the Daleth here. I want to show y'all something. And I can't really pause. I should have made it where it's MKV where I can pause, but it's fine. We're just going to, let me see. If I just go, this is my Patreon right here. So, you know, if you guys subscribe, you get some cool stuff. But I know some people like tier tier based stuff. So, you know, some people just like my music, so I just got some stuff for music. Some people just like the sound healing music, so I got stuff for sound healing music. And some people just like the lecture. Some people like all of it. So, you know, if you like all of it, I suggest you go to my website and subscribe. But yeah, this is it. That's that. But where do I want to go with this next? I want to, matter of fact, let's go to Daleth. Matter of fact, I got it. Because it was something I was going to show you guys. And I think this is it. This is it. Yeah, this is it. This is the book Kabbalistic Magic. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do too. This is the book Kabbalistic Magic. So I always teach out of this book. Matter of fact, somebody asked me, am I going to upload the lectures that I did out of this book, the previous ones? Yes, I am. I do have some of them uploaded already. If you check out, let me go ahead and go down to, can you see it? Can y'all see this? Let's see, I can. If you go down to, on my YouTube channel, if you go down to, and I promise y'all, I'm not going to get banned anymore. I promise. With the situation that I'm dealing with, I know how to go about it now. Let me make sure that I go into my junk. Because with the situation that I'm handling right now, I know how to go about it right now. You know what I mean? Where I don't get banned. Obviously, as you can see. So, yeah. And also the Divine Dumber is coming back, you know. Yeah, my media review channel where I was reviewing games and movies and stuff, and you know, doing cool artwork and stuff on there, man. It's coming back. It's coming back. So, but yeah, this is I do have these uploaded, like this one, Kabbalistic Magic and Thaumaturgy. So magic and the angels in Kabbalah, magic in the angelic hierarchy. You know, I just got they're not rough drafts, but I just got them drafted here. So I'm going to put the links in the description and all that stuff. You know, then I got the Thaumaturgy and Practice of High Kabbalistic Ritual right here.
Back in Alchemist Lab.
Magic. You know, so I do have those uploaded, and I will upload the ones that I do have on my Patreon once again. Let me go back to it, Patreon. If I can find my Patreon. Yeah. So that's not my Patreon. Let's see. So we have this Patreon here. So yeah, as you can see, they're still here, you know. But this book talks about the Adam Kadmon a lot, like you know how you see here the Kabbalistic magic and the mysteries of the soul. So I'm gonna re-upload these again. Y'all gonna get this back, of course. You're gonna get it back. I might do it tonight. Matter of fact, I gotta get my links and everything straightened out and reorganized. But yeah, that's the little write-up I did on that. But this is the book Kabbalistic Magic. Psalms, Talisman, Psalms, Amulets, and Practice of High Ritual. This book is really good. I love this book. This book has really taught me a lot. The rituals in this book is really complex. But it talks about the Adam Kadmon a lot. Now, let me show y'all something. The doorway to the Adam Kadmon. Let's see. Let me show y'all something. So, let me show y'all something. There's this guy. Matter of fact, I could show you him right now. There's this guy named, let me see. He was on BitChute the other day. I love BitChute a lot, bro. Hey, BitChute goes in. Oh, here it is. Here it is right here. So, there's this guy named...
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
On YouTube too, but not like...
All right, guys, God
what he
bless
has
you.
on
Look,
BitChute.
I'm just getting right.
This guy, he talks about the host body system. He talks about the upside down triangle and the right side up triangle. And how Earth is like the upside down triangle and the right side up triangle. He talks about a lot in this, man. You know, I can see, matter of fact, right after I do this video, I'm gonna watch one of his videos, dude. Cause he, you know, while I'm working and uploading some stuff and working on my links and shit like that. But he's really cool, man. I think I'm kind of getting up there on BitChute now as well too. I mean, I have my videos. I just use BitChute as a backup just in case, I expose one of these freaks, these invading privacy freaks, and they start glitching out, and they with their NPC selves, and then my channel gets taken down because I'm revealing too much, basically. But yeah, once again, I want to get off track. The host body system. So he talks about how lower spirits are, and I don't have a whiteboard right now, but I'm gonna show y'all something on this paper. He talks about how lower spirit. Okay, this is a good one. He talks about how, because in this Dorito
She's my
commercial, he talked about how.
All right, guys, God bless.
The Doritos upside down and this whole,
Minka.
everything's a ritual with these
the ground on
in
the
America with these freaks, of course. But when you look at it,
watch how coconut oil affects belly fat.
like, well,
Is coconut oil a superfood or
But he's talking about
awakened
this.
yet?
I'm gonna leave the links in the description of this, man, because he goes in. I think his name is Jonathan Click. He talks about the host body system, and what the host body system is okay. Satan and his minions have, because it's all, when they say it's all within us, it's literally all within us, and we have a choice. And this is true, and this is why I teach this. This is why I teach these letters, bro. These letters are important. You know what? We're gonna do another video on the Aleph Bait, because I don't feel like in the Sefer Yetzirah, because this is because I know how to study, man. I know how to put things together, not forcibly, but say, okay, this is this, and boom, okay, you put it together. You know what I'm saying? So what we gonna do? I'm gonna show y'all something. So the upside down triangle is like, of course, down, and then the up triangle. So let me show y'all something. The Adam Kadmon is represented with what? The 5-pointed star, right? Okay, let me show y'all something. Adam Kadmon. So, and then, there's the dude in the middle of it, and he's showing you, the man, Adam Kadmon, right? Adam. I'll just put Adam K right here, right? So this is the Adam Kadmon. Right? The Adam Kadmon, the first man, divine man, right? So that's the right side up man, right? So, but when you hear these losers talking about Baphomet and all this stuff, that's the lower man. Lower man. Don't let these fools deceive you. That's the upside down man. And this is all tied into the Daleth, because I'm about to show y'all something. Right? So shout out to him. And the reason why I brought him up once again, host body system. So if there's because mainly what he talks about is the host body system of like, Satan and, what they're trying to do with transhumanism and, the fucking corruption of the flesh, corruption of the DNA, human DNA, which is divine, which is what we're going to get into. Daleth, DNA, Daleth, Noon, Aleph, the doorway to the fish of life, or the fish of spirit, the fish, the Pisces. You see what I'm saying? All this stuff is connected, bruh. So let me show you something. Host. Matter of fact, we're just gonna put host body system up here so y'all know what I'm talking about. Host body system. Body system. Host body system. And the reason why I do this is because I'm showing you how to study too. And I'm showing you how to watch other people's videos and discern and put together things. And you can really, bro, I'm trying to tell you, you can really learn some things doing this. So let me show y'all this host body system. So there's two host bodies. There's two bodies of systems, right? There's the divine one and there's the evil one. There's the lower one. There's the corruption of man, and then there's the ascension of man, right? Okay, let me show you something. So shout out to him. This is Jonathan Click. He breaks down a lot of things. And a big shout out. This is a side tangent, and a big shout out to everybody that decoded the Super Bowl the right way and you didn't fall for the bullshit. especially if you black. Especially if you black. Hey, hold on real quick. Well, my cousin calling me. I'll call him back. You know, but especially if you a person of color. If you're a person of color, and man, it's a lot. But let me break this down, because we're gonna do another video on that. If you're a person of color and you over here in America, and you see through all this shit, and you ain't falling for the social programming, nigga, you are this. You are the Adam Cadman. But that's a little side thing, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's break this down. Jesus, let me do this real quick. All right, because I hate when that thing rings and I can't answer it because it goes on forever. But yeah, so that's it. So let me show y'all something. We're gonna get into it more. Now it's important that I show you this. I ain't picking on nobody. I ain't doing nothing like that. But hold on, let me show y'all something. I like to keep they junk up on, on the fast junk. So this dude, I'm trying to tell y'all, hey, some of these mugs, bro, they sending y'all, they got y'all. They gonna have y'all soul trapped. They're gonna have y'all trapped, bro. They're gonna have y'all trapped, bro. That's why I say, man, it's important that I do this. So this guy, he calls himself Dreamwise, but really he's a sleeping fool. So obviously, he only talks about this, right? So he's all about the Baphomet and these celebrities and weird stuff, all because of Brother Panic. And Brother Panic really wasn't really about that. One thing that gets me about these people is like Brother Panic would say this in his lectures. He would say this in his lectures. I put that Baphomet symbol up for you dumbass niggas. So you see what I'm saying? He was like, you can name yourself Baphomet. I don't give a fuck Baphomet. I don't give a fuck. I'm just giving you information. And these silly dudes like him try to copy him, but they sound dumb as shit. And they end up, worshiping demons. And you see what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So, but the reason why I brought this up, because he shows this symbol a lot, the Adam Cadman with the Baphomet symbol. But what he does, what these satanic fucks do, they reverse it. They say, oh, the Adam Cadman is the weak self or the lower self. The Baphomet, this is better. No, it's not. We're about to show you with numbers that through the gematria, through the works. Watch this. Adam. How you spell Adam in Hebrew? This is all going back to the Daleth. Watch this. Adam. So Adam. Aleph. How you spell it? Aleph. Daleth, the Hebrew letter we're going over today, and Daleth is in the middle, right? Aleph, Daleth, Mem, right? Okay, now we're about to show you something. Man. We're about to show you. So this is Adam right here, right? So let me show you something. Let me show you this. So Adam. Let me get this right. Damn. All right. I wish I had the whiteboard, bro. So Adam, Aleph, Dalet, Mem, A-D-M, Adam, Adam. So let me show you something, my niggas. Watch this. Pay attention. This is why it's so important to study for yourself and show thyself approved. The doorway to life is through what? The spirit, or Aleph, the breath, is the doorway. Dalet, the door, gateway to what? Water. What is water? Life. The spirit is the doorway to life. Adam. Adam. Man. Human is divine. The Adam Cadman. But when you're here on earth, or man, I can bring it back I can bring it, not even bring it back. I can bring it around the world on your ass. Midgard in the Scandinavian Viking mythology. What is this place? Midgard, the middle of what? Polarity. See what I'm saying? When you're on earth, you have a choice. See, that's why I have this symbol right here all the time. You have a choice to go up or down. But with the Metatron's cube, it's going it's going up. The Metatron's cube is always going up because Enoch, he ascended. Metatron is not that new age Metatron shit, because Metatron is just a Greek word for sandalphone or Hanoch in Hebrew. But Metatron is the Gnostic. See what I'm saying? And there's nothing, and once again, we're going to go into that too. There's nothing wrong with the Gnostic junk either. These silly new agers, they mess up everything. But it's always ascending upwards. See what I'm saying? But because what the Metatron cube represents is the taking what's down and going up. See what I'm saying? So, and that's what happened to Enoch. See, these little swag boy, celebrity worshiping, weird fucker little losers, they're not going to teach you this. They can't teach you this shit. You see what I'm saying? So, Adam, there's so many things in this one fucking word, bruh. In this one word, Adam, you can, damn, where is it? I'm backwards. What the hell? Because I got my camera backwards on this and I got it backwards on here. So it's kind of like tripping me out. So Aleph, Daleth, Mem. So you can learn the whole universe based off this one hieroglyphic word. And I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you two things. Okay. Adam, doorway, right? Daleth, Adam. And if you notice, the Daleth is in between the two mother letters. Aleph and Mem is a mother letter. See what I'm saying? You know how you talk about the sacred trinity and all that stuff? Aleph, Mem, Shin. Shin, hold on, this isn't, this is Shin. So it represents fire. So Aleph, Mem, Shin. So what happens when you put fire and water together? You get air. So the fire and the water comes together to make the spirit, or, I don't say you make air, but the water turns into steam and it comes to me, goes into the air. It rises up. Fire goes what? Up. Pyramid, fire. They dance around all the tribes around the world dance around the what? The fire, the pyre, Pyr, pyre, pyramid. So the Daleth is in between the Aleph and the Mem, right? So let's break this down. First, Aleph is one. Aleph is one. So when you break this word down, Dam, Daleth, Mem. Damn, because really the only true cuss word is damn. Damn means blood. Aleph, Dam. First, blood. Spirit, blood. Do you get it now? Spirit, blood. Blood, spirit. The spirit is in the blood. There's a guy, I think his name is The Mind Unveiled. He did a video called Parasites or Demons. Spirits in the blood. It's all in the blood. This is why it's, the last in the game isn't money for these evil fuckers out here that's running this planet. It's not money. It's not any of that. It's not fame. It's this shit. It's taking control. It's turning everybody into the lower man. Because the Adam Cad man already has the divine blood, first blood within him. What's the color of the Philosopher's Stone? Crimson. What's the color of blood? Crimson. What's the Philosopher's Stone made out of? All of the metals. They say changing lead into gold. No. You're not changing lead into gold, bruh. You're putting all the metals together into one and you get the gold. Look, transition metals. What are transition metals? The alchemy. Transition metals are in the blood. Chemistry, alchemy, not the same thing. Chemistry just uses the physical applications of what alchemy is. And alchemy just adds the divine spark element, and that's basically what it is. Do you see what I'm talking about? So, let me show you what the 144,000 is. The 144,000 is those of us who step through the doorway. What? The 144,000 is those of us who step through the doorway of Daleth into the Da'ath. I'm needing another sheet of paper. So let me break this down. And this is gonna be the last thing, and I'm gonna show y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you only gonna hear this shit from me, cuz. Going back to going into that. When you see people, there are people out here that are getting like real true, I want to say channel, like, fucking that dumbass hoe ass shit, like Aaron Lyons and the fucking Bashars, that stupid ass shit. But nah, the Most High does reveal things to certain people. Like that Jonathan Kleck dude, he said the Most High revealed that shit to him about the host body system and shit. And the reason why the Most High does that, so different people like myself and him and other people, just like Mud Fossil University, he said he found mud fossils because he just had something inside of him just said, look into the Sahara Desert, because he was already looking at the Atlantis junk in the Sahara Desert. Something said, look at the Sahara, and he saw the big dragon with the junk and the scales and the shit like that. And from there, mud fossils. This is real. So let me show y'all this. Aleph, Daleth, Mem. So we're going Adam, right? Man, this went a whole nother direction, but it's still talking about the Daleth. You know what I mean? Because I just want to show y'all this in multiple things, bro. Multiple ways of studying, multiple ways of just like learning different things and putting things together and actually using knowledge. See what I'm saying? Because you see how plain and clear I come up here to y'all, man, and I just show y'all this junk. No fancy words, no stupid stuff. Like, it's for sure when you're talking about no Super Bowl celebrities and all that old bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But if I do talk about that shit, matter of fact, I am going to talk about it. I'm going to show y'all something with that too. But let me show you who the 144,000 is. 144,000. All right. It's those of us who take the Da'ath, who receive the Da'ath, and you have to walk through the doorway. So Da'ath, let me show you what Da'ath is. Get these losers off my screen. Okay. Let me show you what Da'ath is. Da'ath. Oh, we're not running anymore. Let me see something real quick. All right, we're back. I just had to do that real quick. I got my camera turned around. All right, man. Let me show y'all this. Okay, now we're too close. Zoomed in too close. Hold on. All right, now let me show y'all something. Hopefully y'all still here with me, because this is very, very important. So I need to hook my stuff back up. Let me get this hooked up real quick. All right, we good. I'm about to get a little nervous here real quick. All right, Da'ath. So the Da'ath. Let me show you something with the Da'ath. So Da'ath is, so let's read what Da'ath is. In the branch of Jewish mysticism known as Kabbalah, Da'ath is the location the mystical state where all 10 Sephirot in the tree of life are united as one. Okay. So that's where all of the Sephirots on the tree of life, or all the major arcana, or all of the main quests are finished by the hero. on the hero's journey. So when all of the main quests or the major arcana is finished on the hero's journey, you go through the doorway of Daleth. What does Daleth start with? Daleth, 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 Aleph, Tav. Aleph Tav is what? Who is the Aleph Tav? Y'all know him as Jesus. Y'all know Aleph Tav is Jesus. But it's Yahushua HaMashiach. And that's another thing too. I try to get people off that Jesus God shit, because Jesus and God is the Antichrist. God is a Norse deity. You know, I'm pretty sure God is like somewhere, and I'm pretty sure Odin is like, fuck, how did you get all the attention, dude? But anyways, that's just a little joke. But 144,000. Let me show y'all who the 144,000 is, right? So Da'ath, Aleph Tav, doorway to the Aleph Tav is completing. Hold on. Aleph Tav. Doorway. Matter of fact, let me put a check mark by this so I can remember to do a video on that, because that's amazing. But 144,000. Aleph is 1. Mem is 40. Daleth is 4. What is that? 144. Hold up. It equals 9. But when you put the numbers together, you read Hebrew from right to left. What does that say? 144. So the 144,000 are the ones who are a part of the heavenly host body system and not the satanic host body system, right? You have the first blood, the alchemical stone, the philosopher's stone is crimson, transition metals, iron. You have iron in the blood. You got this, you got that. See what I'm saying? Adam, first blood, 144,000, Da'ath. So 144,000 are the ones that are doing the fucking work and receive the Aleph Tav. When you open, do you get it? Do y'all get it, man? Let me show y'all something else. Yod. And we're going to finish with it. We're going to end it off with this. Yod. Yod is a Hebrew letter for Y, like yeah. You know, Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey, right? So when you spell out Yod in Hebrew, Yod, right? Yod. So we're going to spell out Yod in Hebrew. Y or Yod, Wav, and Dalet, right? So how the Yod is a hieroglyph of a hand. Hand. Wav is a hieroglyph of a nail. But what do you also do with the nail? You connect it to something. You connect the nail to something, right? It's a connector. So Wav is connect, nail, placement, you know what I'm saying, to stick. You know, y'all get what I'm saying. Hand, connect, door. Yod? What? Yod? Hand on the door. Y'all got to get this. Y'all understand that? The doorway of life. The doorway, Dalet, is the door of life. The gateway, the portal. So, there we go. So, hopefully y'all understand that, man. You know, just showing, there's multiple reasons why I did that. To show you how to study. Well, you know, first and foremost, show you how to study. And, you know, second most, you know, just to show you how all of these letters are interconnected. And you can literally just look at one of these words. And I've been doing this shit for years, and it's just mind blowing. You can look at one of these words and decode it and just figure something out about, and well, not even figure, well, you'll figure it out, but it's like, it's literally showing you. That's why it says do not add or take away from the Bible, because you're literally adding and subtracting from the equation. But yeah, hopefully you guys got something out of this. And matter of fact, let me go back to this. I promise you, y'all, this is the last thing. I just want to read this, what I got on the website, because what it say? Dalet is the word for door or gate and indicates resistance and the state of selflessness and humility. needed to pass through it. See what I'm saying? It indicates how to pass through the gates to know one's own mystery of being and return to the power of the Aleph. The Aleph. The power of the Aleph Tav, the first and the last. See what I'm saying? Da'at. Daleth, Aleph Tav. The doorway to the Aleph Tav is the hero's journey. You completing all of the major arcanas. So yeah, that's hopefully you got something out of that, man. And until next time, see you in space.